In a few recent videos, guys, I've hinted at a big project that we've got going on here, and this is on top of the Great Farm Cleanup, which now has a bit more urgency to it. It's on top of the unboxing that we do every week from the emergency storage shed. It's on top of any repairs, and of course we run a shop and everything else we do. We've taken on another project. Let me show you. Across our yard, which is a little messy at the moment, are three fairly modern houses. They were built about 7 or 8 years ago. There's three on the one block. They're not actually separate units, they are houses in their own right. And the back one there, great neighbour, no troubles there. The front one, which was behind the carport at the moment, is another great neighbour. The middle one was tenanted out and it had renters in there that seemed to change over fairly often. Some of them are quite noisy. The last lot had a dog that barked all the time, and there was often mysterious smells drift over the fence. Anyway, it came up for sale, so we bought it. Let's go and have a look around the front. When I said we bought it, I meant the bank bought it and we've got to pay them back. But anyway, it's a nice, neat little house, hardly any block to speak of. The fence is right against the house that side and exactly the same on the other side. And a single car garage with a roller door. Quite a modern brick place. Let's go and have a look inside. We got the keys about 3 weeks ago, and I'm still working out which key does which door. I think we're right here. Okay, it might be a bit echoey in here, but Christine and I have been very busy most evenings, or a lot of evenings, and quite a few days a couple of weeks ago, getting some furniture organised. As you can see, it's not a very large house, but we've got some nice furniture. We did have to buy a bit of new stuff, but we've also grabbed some stuff out of the shop. It's a nice little hall table that was in the shop. This 1930s American oak sideboard looks beautiful in here. The piano came from our place. We just weren't playing it anymore, so we thought we'd leave it in here. Some of you may remember this fold-out bed sofa that came from a storage unit that we cleaned out, a few months back now. It's in really good condition. And lamps and the pedestal and the plant stand in the corner all came from the shop, all second-hand, but in very good condition. We did buy some new furniture. Here's a really cool retro style coffee table, which I put some legs on, some sort of TV legs, and it's a really nice piece. The vase there came from the shop. So what we're going to do is we're going to use it as an Airbnb. Now, we did also buy it with our parents in mind, because as you well know, those who watch my channel, that Mum may be left on the farm on her own, depending how long Dad has to go, and she won't want to do that, so she may wish to move over to Nagambie, in which case this place is an option. And also Christine's mum's in Melbourne, and you know, you never know. I don't think she wants to move up here, but it's good to have options. So we've got it all set up as an Airbnb where we can get a bit of extra income from. Those 60s era lamps came out of the shop. In fact, we had them next door for quite a while. And guess where this TV came from? From the e-waste. Someone was going to throw it out. Perfect working condition. That hall table there was also from the shop. So yeah, the plan was to buy it because, you know, when a property comes up right next door, you don't let it go. It'd be a good investment for us. I think we can probably do pretty well with it as an Airbnb, but it's also an option for family members if required. Let's go at the back. So that's the extent of the backyard. Virtually nothing. The tank will probably be removed. It was only as apparently to collect water to flush the toilet to just help reduce the water rates on toilet flushings, but apparently the pump doesn't work there, so I might move that down to my shed to save a bit of water for the garden. The backyard was a mess when they had a dog in here, and it's been sprayed, and I'll have to chip all the old grass out, and we'll probably just put some low maintenance, maybe even some fake grass in here. You can see I've started chipping it, and that's the back of the garage there. So that's the extent of the yard. Very small, but ideal, low maintenance, particularly if it's an Airbnb or if an elderly relative lives here. And we're going to put a gate straight through that fence, and you can see our deck where I just walked from, just the other side. Just walking through the kitchen now. We've also rounded up a lot of utensils and just general cutlery and stuff, all from the shop, so it's all second hand. I'm not sure what Christine's put in here. Yep, they're all just utensils from the shop. So we haven't bought a lot of new stuff. The dishwasher was okay. The stove was pretty disgusting when we bought the place, but it's cleaned up really well. We did have to get some new appliances and a new fridge. But we didn't want to spend too much for a start. You know, it's obviously a cost, and we have a mortgage to repay on this, of course. But also, we want to reuse as much as we can. After all, we're big on recycling, as my name suggests. Let's go and have a look out in the garage. So it's a nice compact place. There's a toilet in the middle there, a laundry through here. That's the fan. I don't know where all the light switches are yet. We did have to get a new washing machine. And it's important to have good appliances and good furniture with an Airbnb because you don't want to get bad reviews. And it's all very well to have a second-hand washing machine to use at home, but we kind of needed a good, reliable one here. This foam is a real problem, this polystyrene, expanded polystyrene. I would like to be able to recycle it somehow, but there's no way of recycling it around here. So I'll have to probably go in the bin, but I have been saving all this light foam wrapping stuff and bubble wrap, and this is excellent for packaging items that I'm currently putting on eBay. So that will be all used, and no need to put that in the bin. All the cardboard got recycled, so we've been pretty good with all that. There hasn't been much rubbish at all. Our flash, we've got an electric roller door. I've never had a house with one of those, and as much as I'm tempted to have this shed out of bounds for any potential hirers, because wouldn't it be great to share some of the stuff out of my shed into here just to reduce the clutter in my shed. But no, this place is not going to be a storage facility. I'm thinking of fixing up a couple of push bikes, some of the ones I got out of the huge workshop clean up a while back, and we'll offer push bikes available to any people that stay with the Airbnb. Also, Christine's rounded up a lot of old games and things. If you can think of anything else that you've stayed at an Airbnb and thought it would be great to have or really appreciate it on your stay somewhere, let me know. We'd like to make our place really stand out and get good reviews, and hopefully people enjoy beautiful surrounds of Nagambie. Oh, looks like there's a storm brewing. So there we go, just a taste of another project we've got on the go. If any of you want to stay in Nagambie, well, it'll be on the Airbnb site right next door to our house. If anyone's really keen on table tennis, you can come through the back gate and give us a game, maybe. There's all sorts of options available. We'll, of course, look out for stuff that we can use in the house when we're out buying. It's perfect to have a second-hand business when you run something like this. And likewise, we can advertise our businesses by putting our business cards. We maybe even set up a TV in there that just plays our YouTube channels over and over and over again. So, bit of fun, investment for the future. We really enjoyed setting it up, so we're looking forward. I think we've got 3 or 4 bookings already. In fact, ironically, before we'd even signed the contract, Christine had whacked it up on Airbnb, and we had a booking before we even owned it. Anyway, there we go. That's something else we've been doing. Hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. Catch you in the next video. Bye for now.